Hey guys, long time no see. If you are new, my name is Victoria and welcome to Pembroke Beauty. So today we are filming a makeup tutorial. It's been actually a while since I've done one. I did my workout video and then I did my Boohoo haul. So if you haven't seen those videos and you want to, definitely check those out. But yeah, so I figured I would do some makeup here soon and kind of chat with you about what's going on in my life. There's a lot that's been happening and I've been able to like have stuff that was pre-filmed kind of going. So yeah, I figured I would talk to you. There's some good and some not so good. So I just figured I would update you on what's happening in the quarantine time. And yeah, so if you want to see my makeup look for today, obviously I'm not wearing it yet, then just stay tuned. So I figure I'll just kind of like whip through my face makeup. So I'm going in with the Covergirl Clean Invisible Concealer in Fair. And this is a little deep for me, and but it's not too bad. So I've actually never used this before. I ran out of all my other concealers pretty much. And I wanted to try a new Covergirl concealer, and I saw this one on the Walmart website due from pickup, so I decided to do that. And I've been using it for like the last couple weeks and I really like it. Well, not the last couple weeks, probably like the last week. I actually like it. It does dry kind of fast, which is a little not great, but it's not bad. And the coverage is pretty decent. I'm clearly breaking out a little bit, which is super fun. So yeah, but how have you guys been? Have you guys been okay? I know there's been a lot of chaos happening. Things are opening up, things are not really opening up. In my state, we are not opening anything yet, but I'm still working daily because I am essential. So yeah, so that's fun. I hope everybody is staying safe and healthy. You know, it's a weird time. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. My birthday is coming up, so let's start kind of farther back and I'll just take you through what's been going on in my life. If you do not already have a snack or a drink or some coffee or, you know, something to keep you occupied during this long video, because I'm sure this will be long, definitely go get one, because we're going to be chatty Cathy's this whole time, so just be prepared for that. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with my Starfire loose powder. You guys know I have a coupon code with Starfire. It does me no good, but it does save you guys some money, so if you want to check out that coupon code, definitely feel free. Support small businesses. They are a very small company and they're very, very kind, and their products are really nice. So if you are on the hunt for some online quarantine shopping, check out Starfire. They have a bunch of glitters and their glitter glue is really, really good. They have lip products as well, which are very nice. I have done Starfire videos in the past, so if you want to see my full review on a couple different things from them, definitely go check it out. But yeah, you should support them for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna bronze with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Ugh. Okay, so can I just say that I'm super jealous. So obviously we're all obsessed with TikTok, are we not? And so with that, everybody on TikTok is like living their best life in like on the beach or in the pool, and I do not live somewhere warm enough to do that yet. Like it was like 75 maybe, if that, on like Monday, and that's like the warmest it's been. And it was so nice. I got sunburnt a little bit. I tried to not be too wild, but I did get a little sunburnt. Which is ridiculous because I guess I was out for a decently long amount of time, but I wasn't out for that long. Had to do some yard work and such. But yeah, I'm super jealous watching everybody like do TikToks around their pool, which looks so nice and so warm. Jealous. So I've gotten back into using the Essence Pure Nude highlighter. This is the one in Be My Highlight 10, which it's too dark for me to use as a highlight. Ooh. but it's perfect to mix in with bronzer and just give me a little bit more glow. So I used to do this a bunch when I first got this, and I just got back into kind of doing it because it makes me look a little bit more glowy and I think pretty. Gives a slight glow to the cheeks. First I'm just going to go back in with that Starfire powder. I don't want to do a huge amount of carving, but maybe we will. And I have like powder everywhere. I'm going to go in with the just kidding. The Colourpop blush in Prenup. It's one of their Super Shock cheeks. It's like a kind of a cool toned-ish pink. And I'm going to put this on my cheeks as you would with my, blush brush that I always use. It's Duo Fiber brush. This has a little bit of a glow to it, which I like. And because it's a Super Shock cheek, it has a little bit more, it's kind of like a cream, so it doesn't dry me out, which I like. And I wanted to go for a tone like this, which is why I'm not using my other blush, the blush sticks, even though I love that. I just need to get a couple more colors to go with a variety of looks. Going to go very blushy today because we're kind of going to do a fun look. Look a little sunburnt. I'm going to brush off that bake because I don't need it on anymore. I'm like super hot right now. I'm not sure why I'm like full on sweating, but I am. So that's very fun. Alright, I figured we'd just kind of speed through that because I don't have a lot of new stuff. I'm going to use the J-Cat Pro Powder Pearl Luminizer to highlight just kind of gently around my highlight area. I don't want to go too hard with this, but I do want to put it in a little bit because we're going to go in with another highlight on top. You can just see it adds like really pretty subtle glow to the skin. So yeah, just going to do that real quick. Beautiful. And then we'll add more highlight later. Don't you worry. So, sped through that pretty quickly. I'm going to do my brows. I was just, like I said, I was just trying to get through my face makeup like kind of quick because there's nothing super new with it. I'm not doing anything revolutionary. And the eyes are going to be a little bit more intense. I figured we could chat while I do my eye makeup. You guys know I have to go in with my CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow. It's my favorite. I love this so much. Highly, highly recommend. Just gonna focus it mostly on the outer portion real quick, because that's where I have the most sparseness. And then bring it in and brush it all the way through, kind of really pushing those hairs up and out. Gives like a really pretty bushy brow effect and very feathered. See the difference? Okay, so now that we have finished our face, which I think it looks really nice, I had seen this, speaking of TikTok, I'd seen this look kind of like all over TikTok, and I just felt like it would be fun to do, and I haven't played with color in a while, I guess. I mean, I guess I have, but I don't know. I kind of felt like I wanted to do it. So I was going to do one eye pink and one eye blue and kind of do like a duo color look. And yeah, I think it'd be fun. So I was looking through my palettes, and I don't actually have a lot that have like, I have the Morphe 35B, which is their old, it's discontinued now. Essentially, James Charles's palette kind of took place of that palette, and that has a lot of bright colors in it, but since it is discontinued, I didn't really necessarily want to use that. But I do have this palette. This is the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette in Brights, and so this is what it looks like on the inside. It is such a nice palette, and I have not played with it in forever. If you are like really old subscriber, then you probably saw a video that I made forever ago. It was like my pink and blue cotton candy mermaid. That's what it was. It's like one of my first or second videos. Yeah, it was the Cotton Candy Mermaid, NYX Ultimate Brights palette versus Morphe 35B palette. Like, I did a competition to see if they were the same or similar. And so yeah, so if you watched that video, thank you for still being here. But yeah, so I used that palette I used this palette in that video forever ago. And I wanted to use it again today because it does have a lot of blues and some pinks in here, but I figured I would use it in addition to this palette. This is the Colourpop Chasing Rainbows palette. And I looked in here and I saw that it has a lot of pinks that the other palette was kind of missing. This whole like section here, and then it does have some blues that we can use as well. So I figured those two in combination would be really good for this type of look. So I'm gonna kind of be bouncing between the two, but since these are small, I'll hold them up and show you what colors I'm using. So yeah, so now that we have addressed that, let's do some eye makeup. I'm gonna go in with this big Morphe brush. It's from the Beautiful and Bronze set. I've used this so much that the Morphe like logo rubbed off. And I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is called Woke. And it is from the Colourpop palette. And it's just a really light, kind of blushy pink. It's a little bit more warm than I'm trying to go for, but I want a base shade to go down. So I'm just gonna put this in the crease of this eye. This will be our pink side. Tyler's birthday is April 29th. And so we just celebrated that as you would in quarantine. I made a cake, which I thought turned out so good. Not a great baker, but not a bad baker. And I was very pleased at how it turned out. So yeah, so that was fun. And I made him a cake. Yeah, we celebrated, didn't do a whole lot. And that was fine. And then my birthday is in a couple days as well. My birthday is the 9th of May. So we're only a couple days apart. About like 10 days, I guess, apart. But he is a year older than I am. But yeah, so usually we end up kind of doing like combined birthdays. When we have the ability to like go to people's houses and do stuff. Like usually his mom will get us like one cake for the two of us, which is cool. But yeah, so since it's quarantine, we're not really doing anything, which kind of sucks, but it's okay. So last week my grandmother actually passed away, and it was very sudden. It was not COVID related, but you know, it was like kind of surprising, and I don't think any of us were really prepared for that. I'm going in with a pencil brush and to manifest it. And you know, so that's been something that we've been having to deal with, and like figuring out funeral stuff. You know, I feel bad for my dad and stuff like that, and you know, it's hard, especially when things like this are happening like in a time frame like this, when there's not a lot that you can really do to see one another and to like support one another. So we actually are doing a funeral, and you know, it's gonna be kind of weird because you can't really go in and see, so just gonna be like chilling in the parking lot watching it on like a live stream, which is different for sure than how normal funerals kind of work. You know, that sucks. Sorry to like bring the mood down, but I figured I would tell you guys what's going on. I haven't posted like on my Instagram really like at all, and that's kind of why things have like been quiet recently. That's why I didn't really post like about my workout video, because it went up when all of that was going on, and I had it scheduled to go up and I actually forgot that it was going to be posted. And so I'm glad it went up. I'm glad that it got out there, but you know, that was kind of like why I didn't make a post about it, because it felt weird to put a post up about it when all that's going on. I don't know. I hope that makes sense and it's not like weird or whatever. Things happen, you know. I'm going to go in with this Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Sleep Tight. It is from the big, what is it called? the Vault, the Super Shock Shadow Vault, is like very, very pink, with kind of like a purpley duochrome. And I'm just going to pack this on. I'll just put it on with my finger and just kind of put it on the lid. It's super intense, but I wanted it to be that way. I believe this is also like an ultra glitter, so it does have a little bit of fallout, but it has a lot of glitter particles in it as well. Sorry that turned into like such a bummer, but I did, like I said, I did want to tell you guys what's going on, because obviously like I don't have a ton of followers, but I do have enough that maybe you'd notice, and I don't know, I feel like I should share, because people go through that and it's hard, and there's no like right or wrong way to go through grief, stuff like that. And so while things are happening, I feel like you should talk about it. To anybody who is going through something like that, or something that is COVID related, or just experiencing like somebody being sick during this time, it's really hard, and I'm sorry, and I hope you guys are okay, and we'll get through it. Positivity, and you know, it's all about your mindset. So I was talking to somebody about this the other day, and it's hard to really like kind of force yourself into a mindset like this. But I feel like I don't want to say this and have it come off the wrong way. But I do think that there's a lot of people who have been kind of asking for a break in life, and like asking for time to slow down and be able to focus on some things like self-improvement and things like that, and being able to not have such a hectic lifestyle at the moment. And I think this is kind of like, obviously there's worry and stress and negativity that is happening, but you know, this could be taken, if you are somebody who is kind of quarantined and you can't go anywhere like most of us, take this as a break from the insanity that is normal day-to-day life. You know, it does bring about obviously different and stressful challenges than we have been experiencing in the past, but I don't know how to say it and not have it sound like bad, but I think we should take advantage of what we have at the moment and try and make it as positive for ourselves as we can. And if that means that you wake up every morning and you try and do yoga for 15 minutes because that's something that you've been wanting to do, or you have been wanting to reorganize your room, or clean your bathroom deeper, or work on meditation for yourself, or build something in your backyard, take this time to do that, to do the things that you've been saying you haven't had time to do because you've been so busy doing everything else that we were forced to do in day-to-day life. Like, take advantage of this time and do the things that you've been pushing off. That's what I'm saying. Anywho, sorry this turned into like a preach session. I'm going to go into Keep Cool with the pencil brush as well. I'm just going to deepen up the outer corner and a little bit into Manifest It as well. But yeah, I don't know. As somebody who has been working, it's been kind of hard to do things like that, but you know, I'd like to think that if I had a little bit more time and had a different schedule, just because things are closed down, that I would try and take advantage of it the best I could. Obviously, there's different stressors involved, but, you know, I hope that when this is all over, we don't just fall right back into the ruts that we had gotten ourselves into, and we kind of look at things a little differently, and we take advantage of things that we didn't in the past, and we look at them more as a blessing as opposed to, like, a chore. And that's not to say that I didn't do that also, but, you know, I hope that when this is over, we don't take things for granted. I'm going to go back into a little bit of Manifest It on this like more paddly brush, and I'm just going to kind of put that right over top of the purple that we just put down, because I want to try and make that like less purple and more pink. and I'm kind of trying to pull it out. And then I'm going to take the Super Shock Shadow one more time and just really like pat that onto the lid, because I think we lost a little bit of that in blending. I'm going to take this Alamar brush, and I'm going to go into the shade right here, which is the lightest shade in the palette. It's called Wiggles, and it's like a skin tone shade, and I'm going to try and use that to kind of blend out the top of this eye just so that it looks a little bit more clean. You can always do this with something that's close to your skin tone and just kind of use this. Use a skin tone shade that's light, as long as it's matte, to pretty much clean up anything like that. And it just softens everything up and kind of makes everything look a little bit more blended. Pull it out a little bit. I think that looks better. And then we'll go into Woke a little bit, just a little, and use that to kind of really blend everything out, because I really kind of do want to bring this down a bit. And just very, very gently kind of like dragging these colors along, right along the outside. Okay, so now I'm going to go in, yes, I'm going to take the big fluffy brush, and I'm going to go into this kind of like minty teal shade in the NYX palette, and just kind of do the same steps that we did over here. So just kind of try and, just kind of try and blend this out up here. I'm going to try and drag it out a little bit. Can be a little messy with it. This is just our first shade. And then I'm going to go in with a slightly smaller brush. Actually, I'm going to stay with, I'm going to go in with a slightly smaller brush. This is the more paddly brush. And I'm going to go into this shade right here in the NYX palette. It's super pigmented, as you can see. Tap that off for sure. And I'm just going to start working this into the crease. Just kind of trying to build up that pigment slowly. But yeah, so on a more positive note, let's talk about TV. So, have you guys been watching Netflix nonstop? Because I have been, especially since it hasn't been like super warm out. Like any rainy day I get back from work, I'm like, well, I guess I'm just gonna Netflix for hours. And so yeah, so Tyler and I binged watched Too Hot to Handle, and if you guys have not watched it, it's pretty hilarious. It's another trashy reality show, but we liked it. And so yeah, so that was one show we watched, and now we are on to Married at First Sight. Like, it's this, there's only one season on Netflix for some reason, and it's season 9, but yeah, we are like almost finished it, and you guys, it's so good. Again, trashy kind of reality TV show. It's much less trashy than Too Hot to Handle, that like takes the cake. However, it's still ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, we had an idea of who might be like a good couple in the beginning, and that is not necessarily what's happening right now. So I would love to hear if you guys watched it and like what your expectations were for the couples, and like what you were surprised about, what you think about is going on, because it is pretty wild. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm going to go in with this little pencil brush, and I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is like a very, very true blue. And it's kind of shimmery, but I don't think it's going to come off as a shimmer. And we're just going to work that into the outer corner and into the crease as well, to just kind of deepen everything up. But yeah, it's crazy. It's really good though. And so yeah, definitely let me know if you guys have been watching that, because it's actually really good. We've been talking about potentially getting Hulu. I don't know if we will or not. But if you guys have Hulu and you like it, definitely comment down below and let me know if you think we should get it, because we have been talking about it. But we already have Disney Plus and we have Netflix. I don't watch Disney Plus very much, but we got it for free. But there are some things on there that are good. we just watched Onward, which is a Disney movie that was on Disney Plus. And it's like about the little blue guys, not Smurfs, but it's like about the little blue guys, and it was actually really cute, and I actually really, really liked it. So I'm going to go in with the pencil brush and to bring it. This is more of a teal shade, but I figure we'll try it out. It's a little bit deeper, which is kind of what I was hoping for. Oh, it's nice. Yeah, it's good. But yeah, it was actually really cute and really funny, I thought. It's very different for a Disney movie. Like, it's not necessarily the typical Disney movie. Of course, they do have a parent that's dead because that's how Disney rolls. They just want to murder everybody's chances of having two parents living. But, you know, whatever. So yeah, but I would highly recommend that if you have not seen it and you like Disney movies and you don't know what to do with like a Friday night, Tyler and I both really enjoyed it. So it was funny. It was cute. If you guys do watch it, just know that I loved Guinevere. And if you watch it, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But that means you have to watch it. I'm going to go in with the shade Coconut from Colourpop. It's one of their Super Shock shadows. Oh, did you just see that? Okay. It's really pretty teal. And I'm just going to go in with my finger and kind of put this all over the lid. You can see it's very intense. This is one of the first Super Shock shadows I bought from Colourpop. Fun fact. Oh, here's another show I've been watching. Okay, so let me know if you guys have been watching The Society on Netflix or if you've already watched it. I was like looking for a show for me to watch because I didn't think Tyler would be very into it, and I still don't really think he would be. Just because it's a little Riverdale-ish, like it's a little bit of a teen drama. I'm just gonna go in with a brush for this as well. But I really like it. Like I was kind of like iffy about it at first, and then the more I've watched it, the more I really like it. And now I'm on the last episode, and I don't really want it to be over, but it is because they only have one season. It's like 10 episodes long, I think, at least, but I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it was really good. I really, really liked it. So if you guys have watched all of Riverdale and all of Vampire Diaries and all of like every other teen drama that they have on Netflix, then I would watch that. Just see, it's like, it ends up being darker than you would think it would be, but it's good. I don't know, I really liked it. And I'm nervous to have it end. I hope that they do another season. I don't know if they're planning on it or if they're filming it or like what's going on, but I do hope that they do another one because I would definitely watch season 2. I'm just going to put that on my lower lash line as well. Okay, now I have to blend that in because it looks a little crazy. That's okay. So I'm going to go back into the shade... I'm going to go back into the shade Bring It On. Or no, Bring It. Speaking of, we should watch Bring It On. Would love to see that movie again. So good. Such classic films. And I'm just going to kind of put this on the edges of that coconut shade and use it to blend it out because it blends in very nicely with that. It did take away a little bit of the shimmer, but we'll bring it back. But yeah, what have you guys been watching on Netflix? Have you been binge watching anything or you know, doing anything crazy like that? I'm going to go in with this more paddly brush into these two shades mixed together and blend that in as well. Just brighten it up a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with the big fluffy brush with nothing else on it and just kind of blend all that together. Alright guys, so while I was gone, I didn't do very much. I put on some lashes and I put on some mascara. I used the Milani highly rated mascara. Yeah, that's what I used. And like I said, I applied some lashes. So here we are, ready to highlight our inner corners. So I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild palette. I'm going to go into Blue Ice to highlight my blue side. pop that in the inner corner, add a little bit of glow in there, lighten it up. And then I'm going to do the same thing only with pink heart on the pink side. Okay, and then I figure we will highlight our face with that as well. So I'm going to actually go in with a smaller highlighter brush. This is the e.l.f. one that I used to use all the time, and I'm going to go into Blue Ice for our blue side. Actually, I'm going to do a mixture of both. So I will do some pink heart and Blue Ice, and we'll do that on both sides. A lot. Okay, we will just highlight her cheeks a little. Pretty. Yay! Okay, so now that we've done that, I'm going to set my face with the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. You guys know I love this. I feel like I say that every single time I use it, but I do. This is a little bit like Harley Quinn, kinda. But that wasn't really my intention. Okay. And now for lips. I'm going to go in with the Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip in At Me. This is the collaboration with Zoella. It's just like a really like cool toned kind of pinky. We might need a little bit more color than that, actually. So we can add a little bit of Colourpop's Fresh Cut. I think this will be good, maybe. It's hard to tell. Alright, so I'm going to put on some jewelry and we will be back. So this is the finished look. I added a little gloss on top. I went in with the So Juicy Plumping Lip Gloss in Roundabout from Colourpop. I just felt like I needed a little like glossy look. I don't know. I felt like I wanted to add it, so I did. Yeah, so this is the finished look. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think it's really cute. I feel really good in it. So yeah, so if you guys did enjoy this video and you liked just hanging out with me and chatting and watching me do my makeup, hopefully you guys did yours as well, then definitely give this video a thumbs up. Comment any suggestions you have for me down below. I'd love to do something that you want to see. If you like more chatty videos, if you like more workout videos, if you want to see hair videos, if you want me to do more like clothing stuff, just drop a comment down below and let me know, and subscribe if you have not already. Click the little bell so you get notifications every single time I upload. If you have not, you can follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Stay safe. Bye!